People of the state of Michigan versus Wesley Halsey Jr. File 2023598. Mr. Halsey appears with his attorney, Ms. Yancey, by video. Mr. Gabriel is the prosecutor. This has been noticed out for a plea. So, Mr. Halsey, if you'd raise your right hand, you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I swear, yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Gabriel, the offer?
Your Honor, we'll give Mr. Halsey an opportunity to plead to count 2, which is the misdemeanor domestic violence. In return, we would dismiss count 1 as well as the habitual offender notice.
Is that correct, Ms. Yancey?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Halsey, is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
So you're going to plead to a charge of domestic violence first offense, a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days and or a fine of up to $500. Everything else would be dismissed. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. And that was under the terms of that being combined with the other 2 cases, or the other case?
Well, in the sense that it's all going to be resolved. All your cases are now going to be resolved, correct?
I think, Your Honor, he's speaking about, I told him it would run concurrent with whatever sentence he got on the other files, so that's what he's asking.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, then in that case, how do you plead to the charge of domestic violence?
Guilty, sir.
What?
Looks like it froze
Go on,
up.
sir.
Mr. Halsey?
Say, I said guilty, sir.
Okay, guilty, okay. All right, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to plead guilty other than what we talked about in court today? And we lost him. Okay, we will,
He's there.
he's moving to a place with better coverage.
Thank
Can you
you.
hear us now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so how do you plead to the charge of domestic violence?
Guilty, sir.
Anybody promise you anything other than what else to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you?
No, sir.
You're doing this of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
You understand, if I accept your plea, you'll be giving up the rights you'd have had at trial, and that you will not have a trial of any kind. You're giving up the rights that you would have had at
Yes,
trial.
sir.
Those include the right to be tried by a jury, to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, to have the prosecutor prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, to have the witnesses against you appear at trial, to question the witnesses that appear against you, to have the court order any witnesses you have for the defense to appear at trial, to remain silent during the trial and to not have that silence used against you, and to testify at trial if you want to testify. You understand you're giving up all those rights.
Yes, sir.
And then also, do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal certain issues that would otherwise be appealable if convicted at trial, and any appeal from your conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application of leave and not by right. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So it alleges that on or about September 24th, the evening of September 24th to the morning of September 25th, you were living in the city of Sturgis, county of St. Joseph, state of Michigan. Is that true?
Yes, sir. I was
And at
staying
that-
there, not living. I was staying there. I wasn't living there.
Okay, there's no difference between staying and living. I mean, is that where you would spend the night?
I never made a permanent resident.
Did you spend the night there?
Yeah, I was spending the night there.
Okay, did you spend more than one night there?
Just a few, maybe like a week or so.
Okay, so you were living there for a week with your cousin, and on that evening, my understanding is he got mad at you and told you to leave, and you two got into an argument and a shoving match occurred, and you put your hands on him. Is that what happened?
Well, yeah, in those terms.
Yeah. So, family member, living in the same household for a week, and an assault took place. Are counsel satisfied that a factual basis has been established by the defendant's statement of facts?
I am, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or inducements?
I am not.
No, Your Honor.
Court comply with the court rule.
Court has.
You have, Your Honor, other than, did you ask if he was on probation or parole?
Are you on probation or parole anywhere?
No, sir.
Okay.
With that, you have, Your Honor.
All right, I find the plea is made knowingly, understandingly, voluntarily. There's a factual basis. Therefore, I accept the plea. You know, you have your felony cases that are coming up for sentencing soon. This was the one straggler case out there. Mr. Gabriel, what else would you like to add?
Your Honor, that obviously, again, part of this is going back to the plea that was represented by defense counsel at that time, that Mr. Halsey had his medication issues under control. He's no longer apparently any kind of threat to his cousin, and there was no injuries to the cousin. Therefore, I would leave sentencing to the discretion of the court.
Ms. Yancey.
And Your Honor, we would ask for time served at this point. He does have a felony matter that he can be sentenced on. There will be a consequence for that, and there may or may not be even probation.
All right, Mr. Halsey.
Yes, sir.
Anything you'd like to say?
I apologize for all of the inconvenience and things. I really regret most of the things I've done in the past, but that's pretty much all I really have to say, sir.
All right, thank you. Your cousin wrote that he felt that you didn't need a lot of jail time, you just needed some help, and you'll be getting that through the other cases in addition to this one. So I'll order 57 days jail, credit 57 days served. There is a $50 state cost and a $75 crime victims assessment.
Sir, so
All
you
right.
saying I have to go into the jail?
No, I'm saying that all the jail time's already done
Okay,
On
yes,
the-
sir.
on this case, okay?
Yes, sir. So I just have to pay a fine then?
Yep, $125 in fines and costs. Those are the state mandatories. They're due immediately. If they're not paid within 56 days, whatever's unpaid increases by 20%.
So 125 days or $125 is due within 60 days, you said?
Yeah, and then whatever's unpaid at the end of 60 days will increase by 20%. So if you pay $60 of it, then the 60 or the $65 would increase by 20%.
Okay, sir. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.